It started with a question. Why do some people grow old with grace while others simply grow older? I asked myself that for years. And then I met him. Mr. Thomas. 82 years old, still walked tall with steady steps and gentle eyes. He walked like time was his friend, remembered every grandchild's birthday, still fixed his own radio, and smiled like peace lived in his chest. There was something timeless about him, something rooted, whole. He wasn't famous, he didn't write books, but he had lived deeply, fully, wisely. He lived well. He told me, I didn't chase youth, I just respected time. We sat for hours over tea, and across those conversations he revealed to me his 6 golden habits, quiet habits practiced in silence, but powerful enough to shape a long life, lived well, not loud ones, not trendy ones, just golden. I never forgot them. These habits changed me, and they just might change you too. Stay with me until the end because the 6th one, it's the one I almost missed, and the one that saved him the most. And if this story speaks to your heart, please consider subscribing to our channel and liking the video. That's how we keep sharing these quiet, powerful lessons, and reaching more souls who need them. Habit 1. Move gently and often. Mr. Thomas never ran a marathon, never chased fitness trends, never had a gym membership. But every morning, without fail, he walked. Around the garden, through the house, along the same tree-lined path where we met. You see, he said, the body needs motion like a river needs flow. Stop moving, and you begin to dry up. He had a quiet dance with his wife on Sunday afternoons to songs only they knew by heart, a slow stretch before tea. Motion is life, he'd say. Stillness is sacred, yes, but stagnation is a thief. And so, he moved, gently, often, not to lose weight, not to impress anyone, but to stay connected to the world, and to himself. He treated his body like a partner, not a machine, and even in his 80s his knees never failed him. Doctors talk about circulation, joints, metabolism, but he talked about joy. Let your body feel the rhythm of life, he'd say, even if it's just a gentle sway when your favorite song plays. He moved because it felt good, because it reminded him he was alive, and he never skipped a day. I remember once asking him why he never skipped a walk. He smiled and replied, because every step I take is a step away from regret. That's when I realized, exercise doesn't need to be loud, it just needs to be loyal. Loneliness, he told me, is the heaviest thing a person can carry, so he never let it in. Every morning Mr. Thomas called someone, sometimes a neighbor, sometimes an old friend he hadn't spoken to in years, and sometimes a stranger he met at the farmer's market. Not about big things, just real things. Hi, how are you today? That bread looks good. Is it fresh? I saw a bird this morning with feathers like fire. Conversations don't need to be long, they just need to be kind. He sent birthday cards, left voicemails filled with laughter, stopped to ask a child about their drawing. He believed in connection the way others believe in medicine. When hearts connect, he told me, the body heals too. He lived proof, his memory sharp, his smile bright, his spirit never alone. Loneliness, he said, wasn't cured by being around people, it was cured by reaching out. Even on his hardest days he found someone to talk to. He shared stories, listened to memories, asked questions no one had asked in years, and you could see it. People left those conversations taller, warmer. He wasn't trying to be interesting, he was trying to be interested, and that made all the difference. Mr. Thomas read every evening, not for information, but for wonder. Sometimes books, sometimes old maps. Once I caught him watching a documentary about mushrooms. The brain, he said, is like a child. It gets bored easily, and it loves surprises. So he kept feeding it gifts. He learned Spanish at 70, took up watercolor at 75, built a birdhouse at 78 with trembling hands, but still, with joy. He didn't care if he was good at it. He never stopped learning, not because he had to, but because he got to. He said curiosity was like air for the soul, and when I asked him how to stay sharp as we age, he just smiled. Read things you don't understand. Try things you'll probably fail at. Make friends with mystery. His mind never slowed down, because he never stopped feeding it. Science agrees. Learning new things rewires the brain, it strengthens memory, delays decline. But he never studied it. He just lived it. Every question he asked was a window, and he never stopped opening them. Peace wasn't something he found, it was something he created. Every morning, before speaking to anyone, he sat by the window. Lit a candle. Not for a holiday, not for someone who passed. Just for peace. He'd sit still, breathe slowly, and listen. Not to the world, but to himself. The world will always be loud, he told me, but peace is a place you build inside, and if you don't guard your silence, this loud world will steal it from you. He avoided arguments the way you'd avoid poison, turned off the news when it was too heavy, took deep breaths before answering hard questions. He said the most sacred thing you can offer the world is a calm presence. So he chose peace, in small ways. He turned off the TV, took walks without headphones, sat by windows, watching the rain. He let himself feel things fully, but didn't carry them forever. Some days, he told me, peace is found in quiet. Other days, you have to build it like a shelter in a storm. He built it daily. And so he built rituals, softness, stillness. Not to escape life, but to hear it more clearly. His peace was not silence, it was clarity. And when he walked into a room, you could feel it. Mr. Thomas didn't believe in diets, he believed in balance. His meals were simple. A warm soup, a handful of nuts. Bread he kneaded himself, herbs from his tiny garden, fruit with specks of imperfection. That's where the flavor hides, he'd say. No labels, no guilt, just food that grew. If it grows, he smiled, it goes. His plates looked like harvests, his meals like stories. He ate with gratitude, chewed slowly, and never rushed. Your body, he said, is wiser than you think. Feed it love, not punishment. Digestion begins in the heart, he'd say. And maybe it does, because his energy never faded. His eyes always bright. His skin warm, not just from age but from nourishment. Food was love, and he loved well. He taught me that food isn't just fuel, it's memory. It's sitting at the table with someone you love. It's tasting the seasons. It's chewing slowly, gratefully. And maybe most of all, it's honoring the life behind every ingredient. He lived by the rhythm of the earth, and the earth thanked him. Every morning he woke with purpose. Not because he had appointments, but because he had reasons. He fed the birds at sunrise. He stood by the window whistling softly, seeds in hand. That was his ritual, his reason. After that he'd write a letter to his grandkids, or fix a broken clock, or bake something for the neighbors. Purpose, he told me, is the soul's oxygen. Without it, we start fading. He believed in usefulness, not busyness. He said purpose didn't have to be grand, it just had to be real. Wake up for something, he told me, even if it's just to make someone smile. He believed that waking up was a gift, and like any gift, it deserved to be used. Purpose, he said, is what keeps the light in your eyes, and in his, it never dimmed. Those 6 golden habits. They weren't loud, they weren't complicated, they were quiet, patient, true. Mr. Thomas followed them until his very last breath, peacefully, joyfully, and without regret. He didn't chase youth. He honored age. He made time his friend, not his enemy. He didn't fear aging. He welcomed it. Because aging, he taught me, isn't about staying young, it's about becoming whole. Becoming wise. Becoming someone others remember. And in doing so, he showed us all what aging can be. Not a battle, but a blessing. So I'll ask you again. Which golden habit will you begin today? And if his story touched your heart, if his wisdom whispered something to your soul, please support us. Hit that like button, share this with someone who needs it. And subscribe, not just to our channel but to This Kind of Living. We're here to keep these stories alive, and we need you to help us carry them. Thank you for watching, and may your days be full of purpose, peace, and golden light.